Ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. You don't really need to see my chest, do you? This is our life. Sorry, I have stuff in my lap, my back's hurting, and I can't wake up today. This video is to introduce people to my wife's new page that I just made for her. It is called Carolyn's Fight with Cancer. I could rename it. I think that there's probably a better name for the group, but for now that's what it is. Any suggestions for a new name are welcome. Let's see. The purpose of the group is to share information and tell people how things are going. Those who donate, I feel that if you donate, you have a right to have some knowledge about what's going on, where we are with things, how the money's being spent, and things like that. So if you donate, look, even if you don't donate and you have a question, ask. But I'm going to go ahead and try and give you a synopsis of what has happened and where we are today. Okay, my wife, a beautiful woman right there, and she happens to be, is it knitting or crocheting? Crocheting a breast form.
Well, this is a hat right now.
Oh, that's a hat right now. But she's going to make a breast form. Knit or crochet the breast form?
Probably crochet.
Probably crochet the breast form, which I think is cool. She's really good at stuff like that, by the way. She's really creative.
I crocheted for probably since I was about 19 years old. And
so, okay, let's see.
about 30 years of crocheting experience.
Let's give you a rundown of where we've been and where we are. I don't remember the dates for everything. My wife is good with dates.
March 7th was when it all...
March 7th is when we got the...
First seen the general surgeon.
And,
he recommended me to the oncologist.
Was that the one in Lebanon?
Yeah, this was Guy Berman. He was the one here in Keene who recommended me up to Lebanon.
Yeah, the doctor in Lebanon, what was his name?
Barth.
Dr. Barth. I really like him. I think he's a good guy. He's not one of these doctors who's just whatever. You know, he has a good bedside manner, and there are a lot of doctors that could learn from him. But he's personable.
An instructor, maybe.
Oh yeah, he teaches. So, you know.
Well, it's a teaching hospital. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and I used to work at a teaching hospital, not as a doctor, of course. You wouldn't want me as your doctor.
You could probably change the bandage, and that's about it.
Yeah, I might try to give you a brain transplant. But anyway.
Brain transfusion.
So I like Dr. Barth. Hopefully he'll see this video or see one of the videos we've made. Initially, it was going to be a lumpectomy. But then we went back, and the doctor said, no. He took some lymph nodes, the right arm.
Well, they took 2 samples from the breast, and they took lymph nodes samples, and they found out that it wasn't just a lump, but there in the breast there was more spread out cancer in there, and that it basically took over a lot of the walls, the tissue next to the chest wall. So it wasn't going to be just a lumpectomy. They couldn't do it because of lumpectomy, because it just would have left me with almost nothing.
So she had a mastectomy on the right side, and they also took lymph nodes from under the right arm. 10 lymph nodes from under the right arm. And then, you know, I think we were both hopeful at that point that that was it. But they found that it has spread. It's metastasized.
Yes.
Metastasized into the
bones.
The bones. What is it on the rib?
The first rib on the right side, the tailbone, and the hip bone.
So, what we're doing now is she's on
tamoxifen and Zometa.
Zometa. Which one is the?
Tamoxifen is the pill. Citrate is the pill because I am estrogen positive, which will cause the cancer cells to grow.
The cancer eats. It's like you're feeding
it's like
sugar.
Fertilizing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is new. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more stuff that I'm going to learn, and we're both going to learn. But I did not know you could partially treat cancer with hormones.
And even though I've had a hysterectomy, I'm still premenopausal. Don't ask me to explain that one.
At one point, because of the hormones, she was having some hot flashes.
I had a severe hot flash. I mean, I was like, felt like I was on fire and I was sweating and it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it was like I feel like I've been dunked in a bucket of water and set on fire.
And then the other medicine, which is once a month.
Yes.
It's an IV treatment
Zometa.
once a month. What?
Zometa.
Zometa, which is to strengthen the bones, which also helps fight the cancer. Now, it seems like some things go back and forth. At one point, there was going to be radiation treatment, but then...
Well, that was not the
regular doctor.
That was his fill-in doctor.
So the regular, who do you remember his name? The regular doctor's name?
Levine.
Dr. Levine. Actually his fill-in. He and his fill-in,
Dr. Young.
Dr. Young went to medical school together. It's kind of cool. But I think they're probably younger than we are. Or close to our age, maybe.
Maybe a little bit older than we are.
But so Dr. Levine decided we're not going to do radiation right now because if we need it in the future, we don't want to do it now and then not be able to do it in the future. So now the IV treatment, we go in once a month to Dartmouth-Hitchcock-Keene. It's actually called the Norris Cotton Cancer Center, which is, I mean, it's a part of Dartmouth-Hitchcock-Keene. And she sits in a chair, I sit in the chair next to her, and it's quiet, it's pleasant. I have a feeling some people in there are receiving chemo, and they have a TV, they have magazines to read. Of course, I can't read anything right now because...
Everybody has their own TV.
Yeah, everybody has their own TV. It's very pleasant. The staff, the nurses, and whoever else are there are very nice. And like I said, it's quiet. It's not... No. But when we were there last time, it was just like one other person.
One other person in there.
Yeah. So I think somebody came in as we were leaving or around that time.
She's having a problem. She was there for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. But about how long does the IV treatment take? About an hour?
About an hour, I guess.
About an hour. And the thing is, when we go in, they give her neutral saline at first because they cannot start. The pharmacy cannot mix the drugs until they have a vein with a needle in it.
Yeah. So
that means we have to sit there for a while with my wife having an IV in her arm.
I wound up with a needle in the back of my hand.
Back in her hand. And
because I'm not the skinniest person, so my veins are kind of hidden away.
So that's basically it. I mean, we have to buy medicine. We have to have gas to go to the treatments. We have to have gas to go see the doctor. We have to have gas to go get the medicines. We have to have money for the medicines. Medicine for the doctor. Money to see the doctor. Thankfully, we have received some help from, was it the American Cancer Society?
I don't know what it is.
It was some organization or multiple.
Joy's thing.
Joy's Network.
Joy's Network. And there is a foundation at the hospital too.
So is that pretty much it for now?
Yeah.
So that should hopefully update you. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, leave them here on this this video or on the Facebook page, which is called Carolyn's Fight with Cancer. But we could rename the group if somebody can come up with a better name. My wife, if she would have made the group, probably would have come up with a better name, but I made the group, so
well,
I'm not as creative.
We don't want it to be copycat.
Yeah. So, there's a lady who used to work at the convenience store here in town. We only have one convenience store. She has lung cancer, but then she was a smoker. See, that's the interesting thing. My wife...
She's doing well.
She's doing good. My wife doesn't smoke. She doesn't drink. She doesn't run around doing this or that or whatever. Yeah, she gets cancer. You know, I'm like, gosh.
I mean, once in a while I'll have a glass of wine, but not every day.
Yeah.
Not an alky.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. Anyway.
Our crazy neighbor lady, she'd probably be the one who'll never get cancer because she
drinks, smokes, does every other kind of drug. But anyway.
She'll probably just keel over dead one day.
Yeah. So, if you have comments, questions, concerns, just ask us either on this video or on the Facebook page. I'll try to provide a link to the Facebook page in the description of this video, and also my Yahoo email address if you want to donate to PayPal. We have a PayPal card. So anyway, thank you and have a good day.